Hey guys, thanks for coming in to the chat. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Just decided to go live tonight to do some running of some trains, so I hope you guys enjoy. Hey Carter, good to see you dropping in here. We're just going to be running some freight trains and just having some fun, so I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to hit the like button while you're at it, guys. I'm doing pretty well, Carter. Thanks for asking. Got a new job. I'm going to be working at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum now, so things are pretty good. Hey Patrick Hickman, how are you? As far as my Amtrak 704, I actually sold that locomotive a few years ago, so that review video that you noticed is kind of old. Because that was on my old layout, back when I did nothing but O gauge, but I do still have some of my O-scale Amtrak stuff up here on the shelf. So, I got the Pacific Surfliner F40, a Phase 4 P40, the Phase 5 ES44 AC, or DC rather, and the Cascades F59 PHI. So I do still have those. I'm going to change camera angles on you guys so we can follow this train a little bit. The family's doing well. Thanks for asking, Carter. We've also got some O-gauge stuff over here as well, sitting on the layout. These will eventually be boxed up when the town gets put in place, but for now they're just kind of sitting here looking pretty. You're going down to Folkestone? That's going to be fun. Get some shots for me of the Chargers on the Silver Meteor and Silver Star if they've got them running. I'm a big fan of the Amtrak Charger locomotives. You saw the 704 in real life? That's pretty cool. I haven't been up to New York, so I haven't seen any of the P32s. Saw the 329 leading in Indiana in September. That's pretty dope. I have yet to see any of the Chargers in real life myself. Hopefully I will soon, but living far away from any Amtrak routes, it's a little difficult to see Amtrak trains for me these days. If you have any questions or anything, guys, please be sure to post them in the chat for me so I can see them. Move over here. Go to the other side of the roundhouse here. To the other big curve. My favorite Amtrak locomotive, that's got to be the GE Genesis series, just any of them really, because I grew up with those locomotives. I hate to see that they're going to be retired in a few years, but I really enjoyed seeing them on the Crescent when they were brand new in Phase 3 back in the 90s. And speaking of the Christmas time, up here's the CP Holiday Train. Got that out on the shelf. Definitely one of my favorite O-gauge sets that I own. Haven't ran it in a couple of years, but I still have it, and it's definitely pretty good. Is my layout big? It's big enough. The whole room is about 15 feet, 8.5 inches by 22 feet. So there's definitely a good amount of space in here for a good-sized train layout of any scale, really. I opted to go with HO simply because I could get the most out of the space. The P-42s definitely have amazing horns, Carter. I agree with you completely on that. Especially the 90s K5LAs. Those were just perfect. Alex, good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Here's the branch line over here. Got some locomotives tied down here and some cars tied down here for the weekend. We got 12 people watching so far. That is excellent. If you guys don't mind, do me a favor, be sure to hit the like button and leave me a comment in the chat. Hey, the Grundy Rail fan, good to see you there. Hey, DG Model Works, good to see you. Next year, you might branch out of EMD power for your layout. You know, there's nothing wrong with having Alcos and GEs in a fleet also. I mean, they're great locomotives. Especially older Alcos like the PAs and, what am I trying to think of? The RS-11s. I have an RS-11 in my collection. You're home stuck potentially with the flu? Oh, that just stinks. I am so sorry to hear that, man. I hope you get to feeling better. Nothing worse than being sick on Christmas or your birthday. That's what I say. I've experienced both. A K5LAB. Interesting. Any new updates on the layout? Not really. Since the last update, I haven't really had money to do much of anything, I'm afraid. And I haven't really bought any new models. So I'm hoping to start moving some stuff here soon and getting some more scenery done, but we'll have to see what happens with that. I'd like to have the layout really scenicked out by this time next year, but we'll just have to see what happens. Here's a nice little overview of the train room for those of you interested. You were in the hospital last Christmas? Damn. That's just a crying shame. I'm sorry. Let's go off the tripod here and go down to track level if I can do that. Let's see. see what I can do here for y'all. That works. We'll get a nice ground shot of this train as it goes by. I really like that Atlantic Coastline Heritage unit. It looks pretty good. I'm really glad that CSX is doing Heritage units now. It's about time. Oh, we got a hopper on the ground here. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. Mine is actually the chassis system unit, personally, but the ACL is definitely a number 2. Oh, people are going to trash it regardless, you know. I think it's an interesting concept, the way they've done it. I like how they've done something different. But, you know, people are going to naysay with just about anything. People said the same thing with the NS Heritage units, too, and the Amtrak ones. So, you know, there's always going to be haters out there. So, I just don't pay them any mind. I don't feed the trolls. You did get an Atlas GP40 CSX Pumpkin with surprisingly enough with working ditch lights. That's cool. Atlas makes some good stuff. I've got one of their Dash 8s right here. This actually was the first HO model that I bought new when I got back into HO. Well, they did do that for a little bit. Keep in mind, they did do it where they slapped the logos on the nose. People tend to forget about that too. And really, if you want to get specific about it, heritage units are really there more than anything to help railroads reclaim their copyright on old paint schemes and logos. So that's really the main reason why they're there. And they serve that purpose well, but BNSF and CSX initially chose the cheaper route. So, and who can fault them for that, really, trying to save a buck? They're a company and they're trying to make money. Guys, once again, don't forget to hit that like button for me. It really does help me out. If you get an Alco PA, definitely go for one of the Rapido ones, because they are just excellent. I've got a couple of Southern Pacific ones, and the detail on them is just phenomenal. So what are you guys doing for the holidays this year? I'm not really going to be doing too much personally. I'm just going to be chilling out here and running trains mostly. So let me know what you guys are doing for the holidays out there. It really would be interesting to know. I'll get the camera set up here and do another lap of the train for you. Let me get it mounted back on the tripod here. Kind of breaking the fourth wall a little bit here, but, you know, it is what it is. Well, that's good, Randall. I'm glad you were able to spend some time with your family this year. Working on your layout too, that's pretty cool. It's always good to be working on the layout. Let's go off the tripod again here for a minute. Whee! Getting y'all drunk a little bit. Oh, I'm sure you had to. You've got a good size layout yourself. Track maintenance is definitely a key part of a model railroad, trying to keep that track clean. I usually just use an old sock and go over it that way. That's the best method I found to keep track clean without having to use any chemicals or anything like that. Learned that from BA Rail System. One of my personal favorite YouTubers out there. He doesn't post as much anymore, unfortunately, which is a shame. But I can't really say much because I haven't posted much here lately either. That's one reason why I wanted to do this stream for you guys, just to let you know that I'm still kicking. Now there's a good idea, using that. Let's come on over this way a little bit. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the live shows. I don't do them as much as I used to, but I'm glad you guys still enjoy it. Ooh, we are out of focus. There we go. All these places here where the trains are sitting on the table will eventually have track under them, so don't worry, this is all just temporary. This is just staged here to show what it'll look like in time. Oh, I'm sure it does of the black paint scheme. Okay, it's Kevlar blue. Gotcha. You got a BNSF AC-44? That's cool. Who made it? Atherin or Scale Trains? I'd like to know. I'm sure you'll probably post a picture of it on Facebook, but I'm very curious to see what it is. Scale Trains. Okay, definitely. That's awesome. I should have a package coming from Scale Trains here in just a few days. I've got some stuff that I've ordered from them coming. They didn't get here in time for Christmas, but that's okay. I can wait a few days. Okay, cool. I'll go check it out later. Two C-39s on the way? Awesome. I've got a couple of those myself right down here, actually. I've got two of the... Let's just open up the display case here. It's a little dark, so forgive me. But I got two of the Savage Alberta Railway C-39s. They're ex-CSX Conrail units, but they're still pretty cool. I got those when I first got back into HO. You're correct. It's on the Pennsylvania Northeastern. And it's still in Conrail blue, surprisingly. I really hope that one ends up in a museum or a historical society somewhere, because the C-39 is just an awesome locomotive, even though it did have its own technical problems. We'll just have to see if that ends up happening. I hope it does, but you never know. Then again, I've seen stranger things go into preservation before, so anything's possible. All right, guys, we're about 28 minutes in, so I am going to go ahead and let you guys go and say Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. So I will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to look out for that Scale Trains unboxing video that's coming very soon, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, guys. This is ravenhawk 6910 signing off.